What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a simpler talking in the car video because I need to get my videos out throughout the week, and I can't not do my non-negotiables of 2 videos a week. But today mainly I wanted to talk about the utility of getting into video into 2025 going into 2026. So as of right now, there are 3.05 billion monthly active users on Facebook alone, right? And on Instagram, it's roughly about 1.85 million monthly active users. And you have to fact check me on these numbers because I checked these numbers out probably like a couple months ago, so they must be different now. But the point is that if you're a business owner, especially a contractor, which is some of the clients that we work with, or anybody that owns like a service or has a product or anything, if you're a business owner, nonetheless, an entrepreneur, you have to make video in order to stand out. Reason being is because there are so many entrepreneurs that are roughly within their 60s, 50s, maybe even their 40s, that they're like, oh, what am I going to do with this social media, this tickety talk? What am I going to do? Like random dances online? No, it's essentially making content that resonates with your prospective audience or otherwise your ideal client avatar, right? And I talk with so many business owners all the time, and they all tell me, like, I'm afraid of being on camera, I'm afraid of what people will think of my business if I put out weird videos, and I'll be afraid of what people will say about what I say about certain things. And then I literally say the same thing. You care about yourself way too much more than your actual customer, which is crazy, right? Because there's amazing books in marketing that basically all of them say that you have to be making products and services based upon your ideal client avatar, not necessarily based on how you feel about your specific business or your product. So then why are you going to go out of your own way to negate any growth or any development of any online community that could potentially buy your product or service just because you don't like the way that you look? Listen, it's your job to make yourself look good on camera. Other than that, you have to share what your business does. You have to. There's so many people that they're like, oh, I can just do, the old stuff, like what I'm used to doing, like old marketing methods and stuff like that, like warm outreach, cold outreach. Yeah, that's cool too. I love cold calling. Listen, my business partner and I, we try to cold call every single day, and that's 100 numbers. But then at the end of the day, that's only two different types of distribution channels. Okay? There are 2 other distribution channels that you're not using at your own disclosure, being paid advertisement and free organic content. And I'm gonna tell you straight up now, if you're a business owner that's not leveraging organic content and paid advertisement, then you're never going to get to the point where you wanna be. There's so many 6-figure entrepreneurs that wanna go to 7 figures. There are so many entrepreneurs that only be making $50K a year and they wanna get to 6 figures, but they never do because they don't take into consideration that they don't matter. What they provide to their clients matters. And more often than not, I have to have conversations with all these business owners and tell them that, like, what you think about yourself and what you think about your business and what you think about the way something looks on video has nothing to do with how you show up for your customers. It does not. So the first thing that I would mention, more so than anybody else, would be first to determine what are the limiting beliefs that you have about you, your business, and how you look on camera. First, figure that out overall. And then the second step is to basically practice, dude. You can't expect to get better at being on camera if you've never been on camera. Like, that doesn't make any sense, So what I usually recommend to my clients overall is that I basically tell them, shoot video, as much video as possible, talking about your service or product and talking about yourself and why you even made that company in the first place, and don't even post the videos. Don't post them. I would recommend recording 20 videos alone, and don't post them. Simple. Don't post them. Now you've taken away the fear of somebody actually seeing your video. So now what? Now you're not gonna make videos? Check. You finished that. You know what I mean? We took that away. It's like, all right, now you know then you're not posting. Eventually, you're gonna get to the point where you're just like, well, why am I being such a whiny little B word. If there's any kids watching this, why am I being this way? You know what I'm saying? And eventually you're just gonna get over it. Because there's no such thing as practice makes perfect. There's only perfect practice. Does that make sense? And the byproduct of that is good. And that's what we want, right? So now that you got rid of your limiting beliefs, whether via through therapy or talking to people or figuring out some sort of therapeutic service that you can go through so you can basically figure out what's limiting you from actually doing the things that you want to do, like being on social media. And 2 is practice. Now the 3rd is posting. I am a proponent of volume, right? There are so many people that are like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna post once a week and I think that's it. No, there's no way in hell that you're going to be making exponential results without exponential actions, right? So I tell all my clients, like, if you expect to get some sort of result, especially from just organic content, if you're just posting organic content and nothing else, you have to make a bunch of videos so that way you can test to see what works with your audience. And the same thing goes with ads, but you're still using video, right? Because you have to test. You have to be able to test and see what works. Because if you're not testing, then you're not going to be able to grow. Like right now, I'm vehemently obsessed with figuring out what resonates with my audience right now. Because I'm basically servicing a lot of different clients overall in different niches. So I'm trying to figure out what videos resonate with people. And as of right now, as of recording this in October 5th, 2025, right now, what people resonate the most with is essentially text on screen of BTS that I do every single day, right? When I'm on these jobs, when I'm flying to Los Angeles, when I'm flying to Dallas, when I'm flying to North Carolina, when I'm flying to New York and all this other stuff. And I don't know why, but I'm going to figure it out. I promise you that. The point is that you have to be a mad scientist with it. And that's within ads and or organic content, right? So overall, you just have to be okay with not only making volume, but also putting in the time and energy willing to invest in testing to see what works, because not everything is, So my thing is, like, if you crush your limiting beliefs, if you figure out that you need to just literally practice, and then on top of that, develop a frack ton of videos, for all the kids watching, for a frack ton of videos in order to test and see what works when you post, then you are going to be in a better position moving forward into 2026. And I just needed to brain dump that sort of situation because so many people are just telling me a bunch of stuff and it's just annoying. And I needed just to say something in order for you to watch this video, because those who are watching this video are different and they don't need all the special edits. They don't need all the dopamine, brain dump, all that sort of stuff like Mr. Beast editing and whatnot. This is just the cold hard truth, letting you know what you have to do in order to actually get into video, because video will change your life and it'll give you the results that you want as long as you put the time and effort behind it. So if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe and turn your bell notifications on, because I put videos out like this every single week and you don't want to miss them. Otherwise, if you're a roofer and you happen to want to put a system into your business in order to develop appointments on autopilot, click the first link below and I hope to see you there. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.